Okay, so that's your 1999 R34 GTR N1. The only colour that came in was white, and I believe the paint they used was actually less coats or something than the normal GTR. Everything was about keeping the weight down. Okay, like I said, some people say there were 38 or something made, someone else says there's 45, but there's definitely no more than 45 were ever made, and most of them ended up as race cars or going to be private entries into racing. So to find one that's not an ex-racer is pretty special. Okay, I'll start off with the bad points with it. Everything always has a bad point. Okay, one mirror is black. Okay, the other mirror is white. So white, black. Okay, the front lip is missing. Okay, I don't know if you know much about them, but there's actually a cooler, oil cooler in behind there, and so the grilling there is different from a normal GTR, and I don't know if you can see in there, there's the vents for the air to come back out. Okay, what else was there? The alloys on it aren't in the best condition. They've sort of faded and got a couple of minor scuffs around them. Okay, you've got a couple of little marks here. Okay, you've got the early stages of surface rust starting in here. This is common on your 34s. What happens is the water actually sits in around here, the moisture, and starts to rust. So you've got the early stages there. Okay, if you want to get super fussy, which is what I'm all about, there's a very fine crack just there. Okay. Right, up here, see the paint's come off? It's actually had paint through here. I can see the blend line. Very faint blend line running through here. Okay, so something here has had paint. Okay. It's probably had paint on the side skirts and the bumpers. Well, the bumpers have had paint, I can tell that anyway. You've got a very small scuffing here, right along there. Yeah, this has been painted, I can see it anyway, and it's probably not the best paint finish. You've got a bit of like chipping down here, you know, where the paint's chipped off. Okay, for the interior, which is probably the worst part, I'll just show you this as well. This is from the seat belt. You know, the seat belt gets jammed in here all the time. Okay, there's your seat. It's obviously knackered. Okay, and your steering wheel as well. Okay. Your door trim's all good. Let's pull that. Now you've got a cigarette burn in the rear seat here, just there. And the tops of the rear seats have faded. Okay, just jump in. Okay, you've got some scratching on the console piece here, and same on this side here as well. And I've wrapped all this in carbon fibre tape. You know, it looks terrible. I'd get rid of it and see what condition it is underneath, you know. Gear knob aftermarket, and you know, seen better days. Passenger seat's good. Dash is all good. Okay, your monitor's good. You just got a little bit of it's like it's got a coating over it, just here a little piece lifting a bit, but it's actually really otherwise it's really good. Okay, you got a turbo timer aftermarket, the switch is just there, and being an N1 you've got the intercooler spray which actually works. If you should be able to hear it. Okay, so that's it running. Okay, let's get out of it. Have a look in the boot. There's a sig burn down there as well, just there. Okay, your mat's good, your floor mat's all good. Okay, all the original seamings are around here. Hasn't been had a rear quarter put on it at all. Okay, and your banging noise before was that. And I should bolt it in properly, but it's a bit hard doing it while I'm holding the camera. Okay, N1, no wiper. Okay, your floor, all your tool stuff's in here, and your tyre well is good. If you can see or not in the camera, it's really good actually. Hasn't had any leakage in here at all. Struts are a little bit weak on the boot lid, the gas struts. Your sticker there is just losing a little bit. You know, I'm picking on the car, I'll be honest, I'm picking out every little thing. It needs a clean inside, you know, a good wipe over and you know, get the wife's toothbrush and clean all the, you know, all around here. Don't use your own toothbrush, you know, so, but don't use the wife's either. Headlights have got the yellow tinge, so you'll need to polish them. Look in here. Right, let's put the camera up there. Right. Okay, front cam belt cover is missing, which is quite good because I can check the belt to see whether it's got any cracks in it. So I sort of knew before I drove it what the condition of the belt was, but I still don't know how old the belt is. Okay, strut towers are all good. Okay, all up in here is original. It's never been, you know, I've washed the car and washed them here, but this here needs the toothbrush type thing. Fairly brand new looking Blitz coilovers, adjustable. Okay, the cover along the top is obviously missing. Strut tower on this side is absolutely perfect, and with the original stickers as well. I won't show the VIN number in case you don't want it displayed publicly. I've already taken a photo and all that for you anyway, so you can apply for approval for the USA. Okay, so that's your 1999 N1. It's underneath is clean. There's no rust underneath or anything. And like I say, it's got endless 6-pot calipers on it. AP Racing. Sorry, I don't know where I got endless from. Okay, 6-pot. They're actually, if anything about them, they're a little bit grabby for the road. Okay, I know with my Sarah Cosworth I had the option of putting 4 pots or 6 pots on it, and I first put 6 pots on it thinking that it would be the bee's knees with the 6 pots, but I found for the road it was too grabby. and I then went to the smaller 4 pots, and heaps nicer. So anyway, okay, that's Mark from Brave Auto International in Japan, and that is a Nissan Skyline R34 genuine N1. And also the glass sounds different because it's thinner. Okay, see you later guys. Hi everyone, it's Mark from Brave Auto International in Japan. Today we're sitting in something very special and very rare. I'm just going to take it for a road test, and I thought I'd bring you along and I'll tell you what it is and about it as we're going along. Okay, this is a 1999 Nissan Skyline R34 GTR N1, and if you know much about the GTRs, you'll probably know that they only made 38 or 45, depends on who you talk to, and they are super collectible and super rare. This car has done 102,000 Ks. It was grade 4, bought out of auction for a USA customer, and the R34 GTR N1 can go directly to the USA. It's one of only a small handful of vehicles that can go directly into the USA. You can probably hear the brakes squeaking. It's got aftermarket endless brakes on it, and until you get some heat in them, the pads will squeal away. Okay, what I'm doing during the road test, I'm just making sure the gearbox is right, the engine's right, it's boosting as it should do, although it's got some aftermarket gauges here and I don't know exactly what they're set at, but I'm just doing a general road test, which we do for all vehicles, and I'm doing it for this one as well. Even if this car had a problem with the gearbox, problem with the diff, it wouldn't matter. It would still be super desirable and collectible, and I know the customer would still want it anyway. The car itself is not the cleanest car in the world. The steering wheel's worn, the seat's badly worn, it's got the skirt at the front, or the spoiler lip at the front's missing, and it's had a bit of paint work where you can see the blend lines, etc. But once again, for us to replace the seat, the steering wheel, do a bit of paint, you know, you would live with it to get an N1. I can't disclose what this sold for. It's not fair for me, for the customer, to publicly say, you know, what we had to pay for the vehicle. All I will say is you can buy almost 3 standard R34 GTRs for the same price as what this was. And the good thing with this vehicle, it's only ever going to go up and up and up in price. The center console, I'm just waiting for it to come up to temp, and then I'll give it a burst around here. I don't want to push it too hard because I don't know how old the cam belt is, and you know, I don't want to break it before the customer gets it, put it that way. The center console, they've wrapped it with carbon fiber tape, unfortunately, and some of the console stuff's got some scuffing and scratches on it, but once again, you know, it's an N1. The bodywork is actually really good. There's no rust in the strut towers at the front. It's not accident damage repaired, so all that side of it's really good. and the engine's fine as well. It's quiet in the motor. I've got a funny feeling, which I'll find out in a minute, the clutch is a little high in it, that's all. When I get around here, I'll just give it a bit of a burst. Be interested to see what the endless brakes are like. Brakes. See, the brakes have stopped squeaking now. Now they're starting to get a bit of heat in them. Clutch actually seems alright, actually. Yeah, clutch is fine. It's just me touching the clutch like that, just with my other foot, just to see if I can get it to slip. But no, it's not slipping at all. Sure, reverse works. Just going to put the window down on this side. All the temperatures seem right. Try the brakes on a heavy brake. Yep. Cool. She's got some brakes, all right. I think it dug up half the road. Yeah, it's definitely got some brakes. It's got an aftermarket gear lever or gear knob, but the original gear knob is here. Your monitor up here is fine as well. It hasn't deteriorated like some of them have. Oil pressure seems good. Gearbox is nice. Change as well. It's no yeah. Feels nice. I'd change that gear knob if it was me. I don't like it. Okay, down this road here is really rough, and I use it for testing the suspension on the vehicles to see if there's any noises that shouldn't be there. Once again, any noises in this, I don't think it would matter. I can hear something banging around in the boot. Yeah, something on that side banging around in the boot. I'll have a look. We'll stop. It's got aftermarket, fairly new coilovers in it. I don't think it's the suspension. I think it's something in the side in the boot rattling. I've already been for a test drive in anyway, so this test drive I'm doing is just it's just for the YouTube and the customer, that's all. Like, we test drive them as soon as they arrive from the auction before we even wash them and photograph them. There's no use spending time on a vehicle if it's not going to be exported, although, you know, being an N1, it probably still would have been, unless it was rotten in the chassis, which it's completely the opposite. Okay.